Good morning, dreamers. How are you today? I was just texting with a friend and I just said, I'm up to meet the sun, but the sun seems to be sleeping in. Such is life in the fall. Oh man. I hope you're all right. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Grandma's Table. I am studying something that my pastor encouraged quite some time ago for some of us at church to join online seminary classes, and they're introductions to seminary, let's put it that way. It's called Seminary Now, and they're just to dive a little bit deeper into the word and how it was written and what it means to today's world. And so I'm taking this course on multi-ethnic worship, and how even if you belong to a mostly white church, we need to get outside of ourselves and start to learn songs in different languages and just other cultures' spirit songs. And so it's just a really interesting course. But yesterday, one of the things that I came across was that churches like to pride themselves on hospitality, and my ears perk up because I'm like, that's Grandma's Table, and hospitality is huge for me, and I think I'm okay with it. I think if you're around, you're welcome at my table. If you're a squire, has nothing to do with that. I just mean if you're local, and if you're not local, well then get your butt over here and come for a visit, right? You are welcome. But she moves on to say, when you are hospitable, you welcome guests. So hospitality is we welcome you. And a lot of churches are excellent at that. Then there's solidarity, which is we stand with you. So whatever you're going through, whether it is dealing with mental health, whether it is racial issues and oppression, whatever it is. So solidarity moves to a social justice, and there's a lot of people who are hospitable, but they don't like the concept of you're taking away from the gospel. The gospel is about Jesus, absolutely, and Jesus was about action. So if your gospel doesn't have action in it, is it really of Jesus? Anyway, but solidarity is we stand with you. I have friends that have viewpoints that are opposing to mine, but I will stand with them, that they are permitted to, as long as they are not causing damage to others, I will argue their right to have their opinion and their perspective and their vantage point on life. I haven't lived and walked in their shoes. But don't you dare be hurting other people. It's like Ms. Tabitha Brown, when she's like, you have a good day now, and if you can't, don't you dare go ruining anybody else's. And I'm like, oh, girl, I love you. I really wish I could be friends with you in real life. Because that whole spirit is what I feel too. But solidarity says we stand with others whether we agree with them or not. But then, and I thought, okay, my church is easing towards solidarity. Yeah, absolutely. They allow us to bring social justice issues to the floor, and when we're joining in leadership and corporate worship leading, they allow us to speak about what's on our hearts, and it's really encouraged to have a passion. But we have to be careful that our passions don't just become projects. And mutuality says, not just do I stand with, but mutuality says, I need you. I need you. I need you to call out my racism. I need you to call out my ignorance. I need you to challenge me to go beyond the literal English word. I need you to hold me accountable, and I need you to show me that just because you're different than me doesn't mean you can't love Jesus. And just because you love Jesus differently doesn't mean you don't love Jesus. Just because it's different than how I do it. And we can do this together. And I thought, wow, how long have I been stuck on hospitality? Yes, there's moments of solidarity for sure, especially since the kids came out. I've had to learn a whole lot. But at what point am I going to move to mutuality? I'm not good at wanting to need somebody. Because of my story and my past, I've become quite independent. But I want other people to need me. But I need you. I need you to call me on it. I need you to encourage me. I need you to remind me my purpose. I need you. So find someone in your life today, this Friday, today. Thanksgiving weekend is coming. It is upon us. So in that gratitude, express the why. Especially a lot of parents that are in my boat. Often us mama bears, we get our backs up quickly because we're protecting our cubs. We're protecting our kids. And we will push away and say, I don't need you. If you're not going to do things the way I want you to, I don't need you. But there's a fine balance between protecting our cubs and respecting and honoring where someone else has come from and their journey in understanding our cubs. Who really understands their cubs regardless of what's going on with them, right? Like who understands cubs? But we have to be so careful. If you're hurting my cub, I need to tell you, and you need me to be the voice of reason and help and love. That's a totally different story. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about phobia, and I'm not talking about oppression. But what I am talking about is honoring somebody else's journey. Because they know my cub, they automatically have a journey to take. So I need you. Are you willing to need me? Are you willing to need my cubs? As is, letting Jesus do the rest. We worship the Lord better when we recognize our need of our fellow man. So let's do that. Find someone today and say, I need you. It is humbling, but not humiliating, if it is someone you trust and someone you love. Because believe it or not, you are loved as well. Have some sweet dreams today, my friends. Remember, I need you. If you feel like dropping a line, you go right ahead. Sweet dreams. Bye.